What is up, everybody? This is John here again at metaleviation.com, and we're going to go over charging your batteries. We'll make this short and sweet because it's pretty easy. I only recommend one charger because it's very simple to use. I only use 2, 3, 4 cell batteries, so the charger that I use works out fine for that. So let's get to it. We got a 2200 milliamp battery here with our standard balance connector and our Dean's Ultra connector. I put Dean's Ultra on all my batteries, chop whatever's on there. When I get the battery, chop it off, put the Dean's on, and we're good to go. Balancer, that'll always be on there, so don't worry about that. Slap a little Velcro on it and I'm ready to roll. The charger I use, this particular one is a Hextronic. I don't even think they make this anymore. I tried to order a couple of them the other day and they were sold out, which they've been sold out for a year. And I noticed there's a couple other different ones that look identical, perform identical to this, except they also work with the A123 battery. So I think they updated this charger and they're calling it something else. The cool thing about this charger is there is no programming at all with this charger. I have programmable chargers. I can do all that, but I choose not to because it's not even worth my time. This particular charger has 4 ports in front. 2 2-cell, 1 3-cell, 1 4-cell. The reason it has the 2 2-cell is that if it can charge a 4-cell, it can charge 2 2-cells. So they throw that option in there for you, which is cool because I have some 2 cells I can charge 2 at once. And the balance connector on your battery, depending on what cell your battery is going to have a certain size balance connector. It's pretty much an industry standard. So this is a 3-cell, and I plug it into the 3-cell port. And instantly lights 1, 2, and 3 are going to turn red, indicating it's charging. Now the cool thing about this is it's a balancing charger, so it's going to charge each cell individually. The nice thing about it is once they all turn green, the charger knows they're fully charged and it drops down to a no charge mode while it's still running. Now this charger can charge at a max of 2 amps. This is a 2200 milliamp battery, so it's going to take over an hour to charge this battery. I don't suggest charging anything bigger than 2200 milliamp on a charger like this because it's just going to take a long time. Won't hurt the battery, it's just going to take a decent amount of time. If you're planning on using 3000, 4000 milliamp batteries, you might want to look into a different charger that can charge at a higher amp rating. But for park flyers that use 2-cell, 3-cell, 4-cell batteries, this charger is perfect. Simple. Plug it in and you're done. It charges from 0.5 amps up to 2 amps. So it has a 5 amp, 1 amp, 1.5, and 2 amp rating, which is perfect. I usually charge everything at 2 amps. Even my 1700 milliamp batteries, I charge at 2 amps. Most of the batteries I have now are 2C compatible, which means you can charge them at 2 times its capacity. So this battery, technically you could charge it at 4.4 amps. I don't have any chargers that go that high, but I normally charge everything at 1C, 1 times its capacity. But if I have a 1700 or an 1800 milliamp battery that's rated at 2C, I'll charge it at 2 amp. That way I don't have to mess around with changing the settings on here. Just for rule of thumb, I would always charge at 1C. Unless you know for sure your batteries are 2C capable, then you can maybe go a little bit over. Now if you have no idea what I'm talking about here when I'm talking about 2 times its capacity or charging at 1C or 2C, you obviously haven't watched the battery video yet. So after this video, go watch the battery video. That explains charging capacities, milliamps, all that is explained in that video. Watch that and then you'll have a good understanding of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about charging different capacities. If you have any questions on batteries after watching that video, make sure you shoot me an email. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible and answer any questions you might have, because batteries can be a little bit complicated at first, but once you start using them and charging them, you won't have any problems at all, especially after watching the videos. So getting back to the charger, again, this is the Hextronic charger. It charges at 0.5 amp all the way up to 2 amp. It works out perfect. You plug your balance connector right into the corresponding port on the charger and it starts charging, and let it sit there till all the lights per cell are on and green and you're done. Excellent charger, love it. I don't use any other chargers anymore except if I'm charging my nickel metal batteries. Then I will use my programmable charger because it has heat sensors and all that good stuff on it. Now this particular charger comes stock with a lighter plug on it. I used to cut these off and put clamps on them so I could clamp it to my battery, but I don't do that anymore because I have a marine battery that has 8 lighter ports on it and I can have 8 chargers connected to that at once. So I can charge a ton of batteries at once without a problem at all. Now you can use this on the lighter port in your car, but just remember one thing. Your car battery is more of a high amp surface charge, not a deep cell battery like a marine battery. So if you charge your lipos in your car, you're going to drain that off pretty quick and you might not be able to start your car when you're done flying. So just keep an eye on that. Maybe start your car up every once in a while if you're charging off your car battery. And that's pretty much going to do it. There's not much more to talk about here because the charger is so simple to use. Make sure your amp setting is correct on the charger, plug it in, Take your battery, plug the balance connector into the correct balance port on the charger, and wait for all the lights to turn green. Once they're all green, you're done. Unplug it, go fly. This thing's very simple to use. It works as advertised. It's cheap. You can buy more than one, charge multiple batteries at the field. It's just really the way to go. If you have any questions at all on this charger or batteries in general, shoot me an email as usual, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And that's pretty much going to do it. There's not much more I can talk about. This is the charger to get. Later.